Hey guys, so it's the ending of the year, the beginning of a new, and as such, I've decided to make this video to talk about things that I'm anticipating and I'm looking forward to the most that are One Piece related in 2016. So I hope you enjoy it.
The first thing that we could look forward to in 2016 is Luffy going Gear 4th in the anime. Now, next week, next Saturday, unfortunately there is no anime episode of One Piece. We will have to wait until the following Saturday, which I believe is January 9th, to actually get a new anime episode. Now, initially, I thought that the following episode was going to have Luffy giving a speech about how much he hated Doflamingo, about how he was going to kick his ass, how Doflamingo was in his way, and Luffy was going to say, Gear 4th, and it was going to cut to black, and boom, to be continued. And that's the episode, right? But then I saw the preview that we got this week, and so I see this thing pop up, right? And I'm like, wait. This is clearly Luffy's eye while he's in Gear 4th, surrounded by steam. So, like, are they really doing Gear 4th, the beginning of Gear 4th, in the following episode, or is his eye the only thing we're going to see before it cuts to black? The eye by itself looks badass. So, hopefully this is an indicator of the quality that they're going to be using for the fight. At the same time, I am skeptical because, honestly, the anime has been just a mixed bag all over the place. Sometimes the animation is really good, sometimes it's really bad, sometimes the pacing is all over the place. So I'm optimistic about it, but I think the chance for a fuck-up is like 50-50 at this point. And if it's bad, you're going to get a rant, and if it's good, I'm going to praise it. Simple as that. I will say, though, that I kind of like how they're handling hockey at this point in the anime. It's kind of like they took a page from like Pika versus Zoro. Like Zoro's final attack versus Pika, you get the auras, surrounding the swords and stuff, like that dark aura. It's the same thing here with Luffy and Doflamingo. It kind of gives it that Bleach vibe, the Getsuga Tencho. And then at certain points, it also looks like Nen from Hunter x Hunter. Specifically, I like the part where Doflamingo awakens his King's Haki for the first time. Like, he actually starts glowing, and it gives it the impression that he's like powering up, little kid. And so he actually uses King's Haki and he knocks out all the people. So yeah, that was a good moment. And again, there are some really good moments in the anime. It's just that there are also some really bad moments. So I'm wondering, to my point, I'm wondering if they're going to be using this type of way of depicting Haki when Luffy goes Gear 4th. If they're going to show him powering up and glowing. I guess we'll find out eventually, but I am really curious as to find out as to why they decided to treat Haki like it's Nen or Chakra or whatever. And we did get a trailer for Burning Blood, and in it we do get to see Luffy going Gear 4th, so hopefully the animators took some pointers from the game designers or something, because, that Luffy Gear 4th in Burning Blood for the PS4 looks great. Next thing on the list is One Piece Film Gold. Now, we did get a teaser trailer for it a couple of weeks back, but unfortunately, aside from the epic music playing throughout the trailer that got me hyped as hell, there really was, it was very little information, almost nothing of the film itself. We just got to see the One Piece film logo being splattered with gold. If you notice that gold star in the middle of the O there, it's beginning to look more and more like a sheriff's badge, which, goes along with the kind of like Gold Rush theme, if you think about it. And it actually goes along perfectly with the design for the antagonist of the film called Gildo Tesoro. And Tesoro, which is his last name, means treasure in Spanish. This is a sketch of Gildo Tesoro. As you can see, he's wearing the star like a badge. If you look closely at his hand, he has a couple of rings there. And he's wearing a rose, some type of flower pinned to his jacket. And his glasses look really cool because they have little wings attached to the side. But anyway, if this is going to be a Western type One Piece movie, if the cowboy theme is really going to happen, then I have a question. Why does Luffy look like this? This is Luffy's design for the movie. And as you can tell, he does not look Western at all. If anything, he looks Eastern. That rope that he has on his waist kind of reminds me a little bit of Kaido. He's wearing a war helmet of sorts. I don't know what that is. But yeah, why do you think these designs are so opposite to each other? Do you think it might be an East versus West type of deal? Then again, One Piece is supposed to be about inclusivity, so I doubt that the people in charge of this movie would purposely want to antagonize one specific location just for the sake of the plot of this movie. But you never know, and it's fun to speculate about it. Another thing, though, is that I'm pretty sure that the whole like theories and speculation about this movie possibly being about Roger, those rumors are going to have to die down because just looking at the promotional images, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I mean, we may still get some pretty valuable information about Roger, and there might be a connection to his character, but it doesn't look like Roger's going to be the focus. What you're watching on screen right now are some other character designs for the movie. I find it interesting, like if you look at the creature with the round head and the spiky ears, you get a shot of Luffy right next to him. Look at the height difference between the two. And then also there's another character that looks like Frankie, very similar to Frankie. And then the chick on the top left also has a tattoo with a star. And it's kind of like a star within like a lasso or a rope. The big guy that kind of resembles Frankie is wearing like a luchador or wrestling belt, which reminds me of Jesus Burgess, so I don't know if there's a connection there. And the girl at the very bottom, it looks like she has like some feathers, and the type of dress and the feathers kind of remind me of like the outfit of a showgirl from a saloon. You know, one of those like old Western dancers at the bar and stuff.
Now, because the movie is set to hit theaters on July 23rd, I think we should be getting a full length, like a good trailer, substantial trailer, pretty soon, possibly in the next month or so. I already explained why I'm excited about the One Piece manga in 2016. I actually spent a lot of time discussing that in my review for chapter 811. But if you haven't seen it, what I'm really hyped about is the fact that Oda has been using the last part of this year to set some amazing stuff up. After Dressrosa, I think he began to treat the manga like a chess game. You know, he's like setting up plays over here, setting up plays over there, and I think 2016 is the year when he's finally going to start executing those amazing plays. I got a comment recently that I agree with, and the person was saying, this is the foreshadowing of Doflamingo's speech in terms of like the story becoming like Game of Thrones. And I agree with it because you have so much stuff going on. You have Blackbeard versus revolutionaries coming up. You have the whole thing with Big Mom and Kaido and their underlings, their henchmen. And it's been confirmed already by an article on the One Piece podcast website that 2016 is going to be the year of Sanji. We're going to learn more about his backstory, his past. You know, I don't know if it's going to be like a Sanji solo arc. I doubt it. But if anything else, we will definitely get more character backstory, hopefully some more character development from him. The point that I'm trying to make here is that the One Piece formula is changing, all right? The new world is too much of a crazy and hectic place for the formula to stay the same. In fact, I think that the One Piece arcs that are the best, in my opinion, are the arcs in which Oda takes the liberty and freedom to take the formula and fuck it up a little bit, you know, and give us something completely unexpected. So I'm really excited about that. Now, I do feel like an obligation to tell you guys to be cautious about the whole like Year of Sanji announcement, because I remember back when, before the Toby reveal, all right, in Naruto, I think Kishimoto said, I think it was in Jump Festa, where he said, the next year is going to be Kakashi's year. And so we went through that year, and it wasn't really, I mean, it was an okay year for Naruto, but nothing really that focused primarily on Kakashi. And so by the end of the year, Kishimoto actually said, like, well, you know, I'm sorry, like, I actually thought that I was going to be able to make Kakashi's year this year, but I had so many things to deal with story-wise. I needed to get certain parts of the story out of the way before I could, you know, focus on Kakashi. And so what ended up happening is that the following year was indeed Kakashi's year, because he had a really big role in terms of Toby's reveal. But as you may or may not remember, that event didn't take place until like August of that year. So I'm just letting you know that these announcements sometimes are not set in stone. But I'm willing to give Oda the benefit of the doubt, though, because he's really well organized. And aside from the breaks that he takes, mostly due to health reasons, I trust him. Plus, given the cliffhanger that he used to end the previous chapter on, it seems like that stuff has already been set in motion. So yeah, the Sanji fanboys are going to be very, very happy this year. Those are just my thoughts. Please tell me yours in the comment section below. What are you looking forward to the most? What are your expectations in terms of One Piece in 2016? When do you think we're going to learn more about Sanji? After Zou? In the middle of Zou? Or is there going to be an interruption of Zou and the arc is not going to end the way that we expect it to end, and it's all going to be Sanji-centric and then we're going to go back to Zoe. How do you think that's going to work out? Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you did. I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.